On the House vote for a funding bill to avert a government shutdown, Emily Wilkins got the details. Emily.
Hey, Melissa. Well, the House has now passed a bill that will keep the government funded until at least September 30th, doing that with nearly all Republicans voting for it, plus one Democrat as well. The only Republican to vote no is Thomas Massie. And look, Melissa, this was a very difficult vote for a number of Republicans. They don't like voting for continuing funding. They wanted to find ways to reduce it. But many of them got personal assurances from Trump and Trump's team that if they made this vote now, they would be able to vote for reduced funding and larger cuts further down the road. Now, of course, this is going to the Senate, and the game changes there. In the House, we were all watching Republicans. In the Senate, a handful of Democrats are going to have to join Republicans if they want to pass a bill. The question, of course, is if Democrats decide to use this moment and a potential shutdown for leverage for things that they might want or reassurances about DOJ and Trump and the cuts in the government, or whether they will go along because they don't want to be seen as shutting the government down. We know at least one Democratic Senator, John Fetterman, does plan to vote for it. And I'm also hearing right now that Jared Golden was the one in the House, the one Democrat who actually voted for this continuing funding. And he is from a very moderate district. He has a lot of Republican constituents there, a lot of independent constituents. Didn't feel like he could be able to vote against keeping the government funded. So some very interesting dynamics here in both chambers. But I think, of course, the big question is when are we going to actually see the cuts that Republicans and Trump have promised?